Do you guys see the sign over my shoulder there that says Minneapolis Moline? Do you see my hat right there that says Minneapolis Moline? I am at the home of the Minneapolis Moline collection, which is actually my uncle's house. I mean, there's lots of Minneapolis Moline collections. They're all over the place, but this is my family's homestead. And my grandpa had a Minneapolis Moline dealership. That over the years led to my uncle collecting Minneapolis Molines, and now we are here today to have a tour of the Minneapolis Moline collection. Well, more of a shopping trip at the Minneapolis Moline collection. Let me explain. My oldest son is a junior in high school and he loves machinery. On the farm, the machinery has always kind of been his thing. This past year, he restored a John Deere 110 lawn tractor, and then for this summer, he has been interning at our local John Deere dealership, working in the shop. All of those things kind of in hopes to lead into a John Deere technician job, a diesel tech job, and the school that goes along with it. So we are up here today to shop for a tractor for my son to restore. These are Moline Universal tractors here. There's a Moline Universal tractor there underneath the cloth. There's a Moline Universal tractor there. There's a Moline Minneapolis. This is not, I mean, these are like predecessors to Minneapolis Moline with the Moline Universals and the Minneapolis Tractor Company. All of these things are part of my uncle's collection, and what we're going to do today is we're going to go searching for a tractor that needs a little bit of restoration, maybe some engine work, some painting, for my son to do along with my uncle. Along the way, we're gonna have a chance to check out a lot of cool equipment. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. It's gonna be a lot different. We're not on our farm. We're not at Crooked Gap Farming. We're not even doing any farming today, but we are gonna be checking out some really cool old Minneapolis Moline equipment. This was my great-grandpa's tractor.
And it was purchased from Book Implement in Nevada in the early or mid-1950s.
So here's the tractor shed. You've got Universals right there. You've got Twin Cities, Minneapolis Moline Twin Cities. You got Propanes, and then you've got this A4T. This thing is awesome. I've driven it like 20 feet before, I think, and it was pretty fun driving at 20 feet. We've got a baler. We keep going. This right here, another workhorse, John Deere 4440. We've got, I think this is a 670 with a loader. We've got a ZB with the foot clutch. We've got a Z. What's this one back here? Another M670. That's both of them supers. We've got a Bale-O-Matic over here with a PTO. That other baler over there had a Wisconsin engine on it. We've got uni tractors and pickers, uni pickers and uni shellers, and oh my goodness, just this is, like I said, home of the Minneapolis Moline collection. So we're out here, we're looking for a tractor. We haven't found it yet, but we're looking. So here's an option right here. This is a Minneapolis Moline R, a smaller tractor. It would be a fun tractor to restore. It's got a front mount cultivator on it down here, but the problem with this one is one of the things that our son might want to do is do some tractor rides with it. And an R would be a slow tractor for a tractor ride, but it would be a cool restoration, that's for sure. Caleb would probably like to do, and that one is this one behind us right here. Now, I have nixed this one from the list. He restored a lawn tractor, and now he wants to restore a street sweeper. I feel like there's a level in between, but why do you want to restore a street sweeper, Caleb?
Because it's unique.
Because it's unique. So Moline 335, and it's flipped backwards. You know what? Let's get a picture of this here. It's flipped backwards. This is the engine, and this is the front of the street sweeper, the cab. And if we go up here into the darkness, hopefully you guys can see this, is the length, and then under here it's pretty dark, but this is the street sweeper here. This one came all the way from Washington State, I believe. So there's a bunch of stationary engines in here, Twin City engines and Moline engines in here. This looks like, I don't even know what that is over there. Is that a U? There's options, but you want something unique, right?
Yep.
Like, why unique?
So I stand out. Something different than everyone else.
So the street sweeper would stand out, but not very good for tractor rides.
No.
Now we're getting on the phone and we're finding UB diesels. Minneapolis Moline UB diesels. The search is expanding, that's for sure. Expanding. This is getting pretty scary. A little more family farming history for you. Over my shoulder here, you see 3 silos. Years ago, in the late 70s, my grandpa and my uncles put up these 2 harvest doors and this 1 concrete stave silo and this feed shed right here, and over here was the feed bunk. Farming, as you can see, is in my genes. This Twin City Minneapolis Moline 2132 might be a little bit out of the restoration wheelhouse, but cool tractor. This is a pretty cool piece of equipment here. Before the days of combines that harvest and shell the corn, you had shellers. You had pickers that came along and picked it. You stored it in a corn crib or a wire corn crib, and then you came along and shelled it. Actually, I've got a video from 5 or 6 years ago. I'll put a link. I forget which shoulder. It's above this shoulder, something like that. I'll put a link to that shelling video in there. It's a really cool process that separates the ear from the corn, from the ear, from the husks, and all of that, and separates it in 3 different piles. Here's a little more tractor graveyard over here, and it looks like a line of U's and UB's coming up right here that are in various states of repair or disrepair. You know, all of those things. UB. Down here, these are all different attachments for the Moline universal tractors that I showed you earlier. These would just hook on to the back of those. In fact, you would take off the wheels off the back and you would put these in place of the wheels. This building right here, this is where most of them are. And when I say most of them, I mean, here is a big portion of the Minneapolis Moline collection. There's a Jetstar 3 down here that's got a sickle bar mower on the back of it. I'm standing on Propane UB right now. There's a Jetstar, brown Jetstar there, Z's, UB's, R's, Twin Cities. Let's see, I think there's a GVI Propane right in front of me here. All the way, a couple more Twin Cities tractors, the gray ones. There's a Minneapolis Moline threshing machine up there. I see a 4-star. There's a lot of cool tractors in here. Now, most of these in this building, in the Hoop building, run with a little battery charging and maybe some ether. Most of these would pop off. In fact, the one that I'm sitting on right now, I'll see if I can show you guys. This is the parade tractor, the tractor ride tractor. My uncle built a back on it for his wife to ride along with him, so my uncle and my aunt can do tractor rides together. They've got a canopy for some shade, and this one's cool. It is a propane tractor. So Minneapolis Moline and all tractor companies had propane tractors, but Moline, from what I can see, did it quite a bit, and you could run them on liquid or on vapor. Now, I believe you had most of the time start them on liquid, but then you could turn off the liquid and turn it onto the vapor. That would give you a little bit better fuel mileage, for lack of a better word. But if you needed power, you just turn on the liquid. When I was a kid, this building was full of hogs. This was a confinement building put up maybe late 70s, I forget, mid 70s, but in my childhood, it always had hogs in it. Now, it's the tractor restoration room. Over here, this is kind of cool. This is a fire engine, a horse-drawn, pulled fire engine with a Moline, universal Moline engine on it. This is the pump mechanism up here for that. Here's a Moline BF. There's an R, and right there's an R and a cab that goes with it. There's another Avery back there. Here is a tractor with a with the hood off. This tractor right here the engine is stuck. That's a restoration candidate that my son had thought about. I see a G back in the corner there. See that over there? That right there is a swimming pool or a manure pit, one of the two. All right, Caleb, we're standing in front of an R right now that that has what's wrong with it?
The engine's stuck.
And every time that we would come down, or up in our case, to work on the 110, Caleb would come back and rock the tires and it's still stuck. So this is an option though, right?
Yep.
Let's go over and look at this other option over here. Apparently this is an option. I don't think it's an option. All of you watching at home, before I reveal, you tell me what this is. Here it is. This is a Moline, Minneapolis Moline airplane tug to like move around aircraft. Apparently this is an option. I don't know what you would do with it because we don't have an airplane or a runway. It's an option. I don't think it's an option.
Put it in high gear, you go down the road. This is a U tractor. This would be a relatively cosmetic project. The engine is good as far as I know. It's got the narrow front. Back here we have a U also. This is a U standard. Same tractor as the one in front of it, only it has a wide front end. It's not adjustable, but it's a wide front end. This has had quite a bit of engine work done. It would be pretty much a cosmetic project. Back here is an M5, but you have an M5 down at your place. That's definitely an option also. And also, here's another R. There's the UB up there, or the ZB. If you want a little newer tractor, there's a Jetstar down there in the corner. It's the new generation. Let's get serious. If you want something that's going to be special, pursue the UB diesel. This UB out here in the yard would be a parts tractor. And a lot of the parts, except for the engine, would work on either tractor. So,
What do you think, Caleb?
I like the diesel.
You know, there is building after building after building of Minneapolis Moline tractors on this farm and Minneapolis Moline tractor memorabilia. But when things need to get done, there's still a John Deere 4020 here. So I'm just saying, it's a great tractor. Actually, that's an old family tractor. I love that tractor. I like the Minneapolis Moline tractors too. I'm kind of partial to tractors, just, you know, tractors in general. Another piece of family history, beginning farmer family history here. Do you see this tree? This tree has been huge my entire life. But at some point, this tree was a junk pile and it has eaten junk. Here's some sticking out. When I was a kid, there used to be a jack handle, like an old tire jack handle sticking out of it somewhere. It's right here. See this jack handle right here? Jacks right there. That's just really cool. That's just a part of family history. We're gonna call it a day here at my uncle's Minneapolis Moline Museum farm. But Caleb, we've done a lot of looking. We found a lot of options. Where are we at?
Right now I'm going to look at doing a UB diesel.
Well, if we get to UB diesel, we'll be sure to make a video of it. Caleb, can we make a video of it?
Yep.
And do some restoring.
Yeah.
I want to thank you guys all for watching, and if you like the video, if you love the Moline stuff, give it a big thumbs up. I'll put a link in the show notes or here. See, just like that, a thumbs up. I'll put a link in the notes below the video or wherever, maybe some things up here to other Minneapolis Moline videos that I've done in the past. But thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this wonderful tour of Minneapolis Moline Museum on my family farm. It's awesome. Here's an M5 that has a carburetor on it. Mine doesn't have a carburetor on it right now.